and we are going to click on get call now. So submitted successfully. You'll receive the call within next 60 seconds, but I'm getting the call within next 5 seconds. And let's see how our AI call assistant is working right now.
Hello, Zane. Well, Dean, this is Freya from N8N Solutions. I noticed that you dropped lead on our website. How can I assist you with your software needs today?
Okay, so I basically have a dental clinic. So I want you guys to deploy AI call assistant so I do not miss the leads.
We can definitely help you deploy an AI call assistant for your dental clinic. So your dental clinic is in New York with a team of 10, and the main challenge is missed calls, especially after office hours. Let's schedule a meeting to discuss your requirements in depth. Do you have slots on Monday between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m.? Would any of these times work for you?
Yeah, make it 1 p.m. please.
Booking your appointment for Monday, August 11th, 2025 at 1 p.m. I look forward to discussing the AI call assistant solution for your dental clinic. Have a great day.
Thank you so much. Have a great day. So guys, so if you can see, it has booked my appointment on this coming Monday. So it has booked the appointment with all the details that...
You know that you're losing more than 70% of the clients who visit your website and are not getting engaged on time. And then what happens? They go to another website and are engaged quickly, and guess what? They are gone forever. Now I want you to imagine that a potential customer comes to your website, a form pops up, he fills up the form, and then he gets a call within 10 seconds. He is now asked personalized questions like the details about his business, why he dropped the lead, what is his QE, where is the business located, how much team they have, what is their budget, and then the summary of all of these details gets recorded in Google Sheets. And this could be any CRM. Now if you are a business owner who wants every visitor on the website to be converted, or if you are a digital marketing or AI automation agency who wants to offer yet another potential service to their client, then this video is for you. For this video, what you need is Cursor or VS Code, on which we are going to create the form, and then you need an account on N8N for automation, and then we need an account on Google Drive to have Google Sheet as a CRM. And also I'm going to attach the link of all of these resources in the description. You can simply download and plug and play. If you don't want to download the resources, still no worries. You can simply follow this tutorial step by step, and in the end you'll be able to make a form with AI agent that you can integrate on any website. So before starting the video, I would highly appreciate if you have not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, do subscribe. Let's start the video.
Okay, so first what we have to do is we have to download the code or build the form from the scratch. So if you do not want to download the form from the resources that I have provided, then you can do one more thing. I have attached the link of this document into the description as well. You can simply copy these two prompts and then you can post them into the cursor. So the prompt is create a form on HTML CSS with the following option: name, email, and the phone number. Make it creative using your reasoning and creative skills in UI UX. The main purpose of the form is to integrate the N8N webhook to send this data to N8N. I will provide you with the N8N webhook after you create the form, but make the option of webhook already. So we are telling it that make a form with the option of name, email, and the phone number, and then your job would be that all of these information we would be sending to this N8N automation via the webhook URL. So you have to make it accordingly. You can simply paste this first prompt over here. Depending on the LLM model, I was able to get this code from this prompt, and when I run this, it's looking something like this. Now what you have to do in the second step is you need to go to the N8N automation. So what you can do, you can click on the webhook, you can click on the production, and then you can simply copy from here, and then you have to go back to the cursor and you have to paste it over here along with the second prompt. And the second prompt was add this webhook with the form and send name, email, and contact number via this webhook to N8N. Your N8N webhook production URL is already given, and then I told it that you need to add this webhook URL with the form and the option of name, email, and the contact number you have to send to this webhook URL. So if you are planning to download from these assets that I have provided the link in the description as well, so you have got this option form code. You have to simply click on this and then you have to click on download, and then you have to click on download anyway. So guys, if you simply download the code and run it on VS Code or Cursor, it will look something like this: sudo npm run dev. This is the pre-built form, and the code of this form I have attached in the link in the description. It's part of the resources. Okay, so now this is running on localhost 300. And in this form, we have these options: the name, the email, the country code, and the contact number. All of this information, once we will input in the form, as you can see in the code as well, the name, email, country code, and the contact number is going to go into the webhook URL of N8N automation. We have got 3 total automation, and we are going to test the first one. This is our first N8N automation. As you can see, these are the options: name, email, country code, the contact, and the webhook URL. This information is coming from this form. So how it's going to work is, so let's try to fill up the information. And if we click on get call now, we should be getting the call. Okay, so you can see I'm getting this call,
Zain, this is Freya from DevMate Solutions. I noticed that you dropped lead on our website. How can I assist you with your software?
Thank you so much. I will talk to you later. Thank you so much. So, guys, why we are getting this call is how the things are happening. Once you fill up this information, what happened? All of this information went into the webhook URL. If you're on the N8N, and if you go to the execution option, you will see that this is the last one that we executed. And here, if you go to the webhook, you will see the name, the email, the country code, and the contact number that we put into the form. So starting from the webhook URL, you have to choose the post option, and then you have to choose using respond to webhook node, and then it has to be post, and then it has to be production URL, not the test URL. You have to copy this and you have to paste this over here in page.js, and this information is going to the next node, and that is HTTP request. In HTTP request, what we are doing is we are adding this API, and this API we are basically getting from the official documentation of Retell AI. You can see over here, create phone call is the API used to create the calls. So here at the place of name, you need to add authorization. At the place of value, you need to add the word bearer, and then you need to give the space, and then over here you need to add the API key of Retell AI. For API, what you have to do is you have to go to Retell AI. You need to click on try for free, and once you'll create an account on Retell AI, your dashboard will look something like this. On the left side, on the left sidebar, you have the option of API key. You have to click on this add key option, and then you have to click on API key. Then you have to give it a name, and then you have to click on this create button, and you will see that this new API has been created. You have to simply click on this copy option, and then you need to go back to N8N automation. After bearer, you need to add a space, and after space you can paste the API key in front of it. And then let me explain you this part, this JSON part. This JSON I'm going to add into this prompt document as well, so you can simply copy paste from here also. So now you can see we have got first option of from number, and the from number is basically the number that we are using in Retell AI. For that you have to go to the phone numbers, and then you will see we have these options. This is basically the number that we had integrated with Retell AI, and this number we have bought from Twilio. So let's talk about how you can integrate Twilio number with Retell AI. Go to Twilio. Once you are on the Twilio, you need to buy a number. And how you can buy a number, you have to click on phone numbers. Once you are on the dashboard, the develop option, you have to go to the phone numbers, then you have to click on manage, and then you have to click on buy a number. So once you will go to buy a number, you have got plenty of options to buy the numbers, and you can simply buy them $1.15 around per month. At the option of active number comes all the numbers that you have purchased. What we need to do is we need to connect it via SIP trunking. So the first option that we have got is enter the phone number, the termination URI, and then these are the optional. You need to type Elastic on the search bar, and then you'll have all of these options, and you have to click on Elastic SIP trunks. Once you are here, you have all of these options. How you can create this Elastic SIP trunk? For that, I'm going to add the official documentation into the description. You can follow this step by step, because we don't want to get into the detail of every process. You have to just go step by step, and you will finally be able to create SIP trunk. So this is the SIP trunk that I have created, and let's suppose if I go to this one that we created for one of the client, you are going to have these options. Need to go to the numbers option first. You need to copy the number. You need to paste the number over here, and then you have this option of termination URI. From where you can get the termination URI is from the second option. You have to copy this and you can paste it over here. Now by clicking the save option, your Twilio number integrated with Retell AI. Now you need to copy this number and you have to paste this number over here in front of the from number. And the to number is going to be dynamic. That would be coming from the webhook headers and the body type. From here you have to drag and drop this contact number to the place of to number. And then for the agent ID, for this tutorial, I am basically making use of this AI agent, that is DevMate Form Assistant. DevMate is the name of my company as well. So once you click on that, you will see you have got the agent ID option on the top left. You have to copy this and then you can paste this agent ID over here. So after this, guys, we have the option of creating the dynamic variables. And how you can create the dynamic variables is by giving them the name and adding option from the webhook over there. Okay, so we have talked about the webhook, we have talked about the HTTP request, and now we are going to talk about the Google Sheet. So if you go to the Google Sheet option, you have to first of all choose append row. So that means is going to create a new row in the sheet, and then you need to authenticate yourself. My account is already connected. You can connect your account by signing into the Google, and then you will have the list of the options to choose from. You have to first choose the document. That I have chosen DevMate Form Lead, which is basically this one, and then we only have one sheet, and that is sheet 1. So you have to choose sheet 1, and then you have got these options: name, contact number, and the email. These are the information that are getting populated into the form. How you're getting this from the web. So you have to drag and drop over here. So now Google Sheet is also fully integrated, and whatever will be added into the form will be going to the Google Sheet by using the automation of N8N. Okay, so now let's talk about Retell.ai. If you want to create your AI agent from the scratch, you have to click on this create an agent option on the top right, and then you have these options: voice agent or the chat agent. You have to click on voice agent. In voice agent, you have all of these options. Either you can make conversational flow agent, and then you have got this single prompt agent, you have got the multi-prompt agent, and then you have got the option to choose from different templates as well. So we are going to choose multi-prompt agent, and then you have to click on start from blank, and then you have to click on create option, and this is how your Retell AI agent is going to look like. But in this tutorial we are going to talk about the existing AI agent whose blueprint I have also added into the resources folder as well. On Retell.ai, what you have to do is, as you have created an account and you are on the dashboard, you can simply download, click on import this JSON into your Retell.ai, and then what will happen, you will have the complete Retell.ai call assistant along with the global prompts and the states. If you can see, we have these options. Number one option is you can choose the LLM model. I am using most of the time GPT 4.0. After this, you have option to choose different voices. You can choose the gender, you can choose the accent, you can choose the type as well. And then you have got these voice providers: 11 Labs, OpenAI, and Cartesia. I mainly make use of 11 Labs. If you go to the right sidebar, you have got these options. Here you have got these functions option, and then we have got this agent transfer call as well, and then we have got this option, and this is a unique option that you can find on Retell.ai, and that is not available on Webp, that it can directly check the availability on cal.com, and then you can book the appointment directly from Retell.ai. You don't need any third-party tool to book and check the availability from the calendar, and this is a very good option, to be honest. If you do the same thing using automation tool, even N8N, it is a bit complicated. And then we have got this IVR option, then the SMS option, and then you have got the option of custom function that we will be using in the later part of the video. And for that, you don't need to have too much coding knowledge. You only need to have a basic understanding of JSON, and that is very simple, guys. I will teach you. Even if you don't know, don't worry about that. And then you have got the knowledge base option. So if you click on the add option of knowledge base, you will be directed to this page, and here what you can do is you can basically add the name of it, and then you have the option to either add the website, upload the files, and even upload the text. And all of this can include the very personalized information about your business. Let's suppose, what are your services, specifically your services, what are their rates, what is your location, all of that. If you have a very big data, then you can basically add a knowledge base. If you have not that much data, you can also add those information in the global prompt as well. And then you have got these options, the speech setting. In the speech setting, what you can do is you can add the background sound. This is the one option that I like a lot, and you have got plenty of option to choose from. I mainly use this coffee shop option, and then you can choose how loud it should be. And then you have got the responsiveness option. It's just not that complicated. And then you can also enable this back channeling, and that means it's going to sound more humanly, like going to make use of the words like those kind of words. And then if you go to the call setting, now this is good option for the outbound calls. Like if you are sending the call and there's a voicemail speaking, then what you can do, you can simply drop a message. You can add the call summary from post call analysis. And over here, if you can see, we have the option of test audio, and we have got the option of test chat. And also we have got these options to choose the language from. The only language that I think Retell AI do not have is Arabic, although this Arabic option is available in webp.com. So how it is going to welcome the user? So you can either make it dynamic or either custom. I make use of the custom message. And if you can see our custom message, that is, hello customer name, this is Freya from DevMate Solution. I noticed that you dropped lead on our website. How can I assist you today with your software needs today? So guys, this variable is basically dynamic variable, and from where this is coming from here, Retell LLM dynamic variables. And here we basically added the name in front of the customer name. And then this is the most important part. And how this works is, first part of our AI call assistant is the greeting part. It is talking to the person who dropped the lead and is greeting that person warmly. And then over here, it's basically asking the client why you dropped the lead, what query do you have, what software challenges do you have, how can we help you, what service do you require, do you have any special feature for that services. All of these information are getting asked over here. One important part in this prompt is this tool integration. So I'll tell you how this tool is working after this. And then we have this option of the business. This option basically includes asking the client about the details of their business, what is their business, the challenges they are facing, and how many team they have, what is their budget, all of this information. In this state, what's happening is we are basically asking when does this client wants to book an appointment. At the requested time and date, it is checking if that is available or not, because this is integrated with our cal.com. And then it is booking the appointment as well if the time is available. And then we have the closing state. So let me take you back, guys. Let me take you to this part. This is basically the global prompt. And this is a structure, by the way, that I'm following, and the structure I'm going to add into this prompt document as well. You have to define the role, you have to define the response guideline, the services that we provide, our company profile, the task of AI call assistant, what type of behavior it should have, and what time zone are we working on. So you can basically use this structure to create the global prompt. The role that we have given to our call assistant is, you are an assistant for Tablet Solutions. This is my software company, by the way, a trusted, modern and most advanced software agency located in Dubai, Oman and the USA. Your name is Freya, who is calling on the numbers of the people who just dropped the lead on website. And the response guideline is, keep the answers precise and to the point. If user asks something out of the services, give them the answer precisely and get back to the topic. And then there's the response guideline that you have to be polite. And then the services that we are offering are these. These are the primary services that include AI call assistant, chatbots, AI agents, WhatsApp automation, all of that. The secondary, we are offering the web development, app development, social media marketing. And then we are telling it the task that you are calling people who just dropped the lead on our website, and your role is to ask them what is their interest, what services they would require, and how we can assist them. And then if you can see, we have this office hours option where we are telling it that we are available from 9 to 5. And then after that, we are also defining the time zone, and that is America. Then you can simply save this option, and then you can go to the states part. Into the states option, I'm going to help you go through each of the state. So the first state is basically the greeting state. In states, we are basically following usually this structure. Objective, what is your objective? The response guideline, and then the call flow. We are telling it that your objective is they have to greet the user warmly by their name, thank them for their interest, and then you have to transition to the next state. Your answer must be precise, not too long, so you should sound more natural. And then if you go down, you have option of this call flow. So call flow, we can define the steps, like how each steps would look like. Number one is greet and ask why they reached out. So now this part is important. I'm going to tell you how you can basically populate these two columns, the query one and the business one. Once the user tells about the query, then this column is populated, and when it tells about the details of the business, then this column is populated. For these, we have basically got these two automations. Okay, so now we have got these two automations. One is the business automation, and the second one is this query automation. So what will be happening is, when the user is going to tell about its query, what it wants, about the services required from us, this webhook is going to have the summary of the query of the client, and that will be populated this part of the Google Sheet. And when the user will tell about the detail of the business, in that case, and it will populate this part, the business one. And how this is going to happen, for this you need to understand this part. In the second part, if you see, we have got the general inquiry option. So what's happening in the general inquiry is, we have got the objective that you need to answer the general inquiry user has related to this is my company name, Tablet Solutions. So you must listen attentively to the inquiries and give them personalized experience. And then you must run query tool and update the brief summary of the query. After that, you must transition to business state. This is basically a custom tool. Once you click on the tools, you have got the option of custom function. Once you click on that, something like this will appear. Okay, let me help you go through it step by step. The name is query. The description is gets summary of the query of the client. We have got this post option, and then we have got this URL. From where we are getting this URL is here, the query automation. If you go here and if you go to production URL and you copy this, and then you have to paste it over here. And if you go down, this is the JSON part. Type is going to be object for all of these JSON formats. It's going to be properties for all of the JSON formats, and then you have got this option contact number, which is basically type string, and then the description is contact number of the caller from which they have called. And then we have got the second option, and that is query. And for the query, we have defined it as a type string, and we have given it the description that brief of the query of the client about what they actually want from us. So these are the two objects that we are getting via JSON that we have to send to this webhook. And in the end, you have defined that we need two objects. Number one is contact number, number two is query, and then you can simply update this. So now what is happening is, once we get all of this information, this tool will run, it will send data to this webhook, and then the summary of that query will go over here. So now the next part is the business part. And what's happening at the business part is, the objective is to ask about the detail of their businesses. Like, okay, you want a website from us, but what is your business about? Like, are you a real estate company? Are you a restaurant? Are you a startup? Who are you? And then we are running basically this client summary tool. And what this client summary tool is doing, in the client summary tool, we have given the name, then we have given the description, and then we have got this API endpoint over here. And from where we are getting this webhook URL is basically this N8N automation. If you go to the webhook, you will see the production URL, you will copy this, and then you will paste it over here. So in the end, we are telling it that we want these two variables, the business and the contact number. So what's happening is, once it is going to ask these questions about the details of their business, then this tool client summary will run, and it is going to populate over here in the webhook URL. This detail is going to the Google Sheet. And if you go to the Google Sheet, you have the very similar option. You have, for after authentication, you are choosing the document, you are choosing the sheet. This is the document and this is the sheet number one. So in the contact number, so what you can do is you can simply drop this contact number over here. Then for the business part, you can drag and drop this part over here into the business section. Okay, now this is the next state. And what this state is doing to check if the appointment time is available or not, and to book the appointment. It has got two steps. Number one step is check availability, and the number two step is you have to book an appointment. So this is one of the best part of Retell.ai, that is providing you very easy check availability and book availability option. You don't have to use third party to do that in Retell.ai. You can directly integrate cal.com with Retell AI. If you go to check availability, you have got the option of name, description, and then you have got this option of API key, and then you have the option of event type ID, and then you can define the time zone. Talking about the API key, you have to go to cal.com, sign up over here, and then you can click on go to app, and you will be sent to the app. And once you are on the app, you have to create a new event. Now to create the event, you have to click on this top right icon, that is the new option. And once you click on that, you'll have the option to add the title, add the description. You can select the duration of the time, and then you can simply click on continue to create the event. I have already created the event, so I'm not going to create the new one. Now to create the API key, what you have to do is, on the bottom left, you have the option of setting. Once you click on that, you will have the option of API keys. You have to click on the API keys. Now you are at the API section of the cal.com. So what we're going to do next is we are going to click on this add option, and then you have to name the API key. You have to make it never expires, and then you have to click on the save option. Once you'll have the API key, you have to copy this. Then you have to go back to Retell.ai. Then you have to go back to the appointment state, and then what you have to do is you have to paste it over here in the option of API key cal.com. And then for this event type ID, what you have to do is you have to go to the specific event. Let's suppose I go to this event, that is 101 strategy session with the CEO DevMed solution. And if you can see, there's a number next to the slash, and that is 2341004 in my case. You have to basically copy this number, and you have to go back, and then you have to paste it over here in the option of event type ID. Then you have to click on update. Then you have to do the same thing for book appointment part. You have to integrate the same API key, and then you also have to integrate the same event type ID, and then you have to click on update, and then you can simply save it. And then the last state is this closing state. In the closing state, what we are doing is we are appreciating him that he called us. If he has booked an appointment, we are mentioning that date and time and confirming all the information and like encouraging him to come back again. And in the closing state, we do have one tool as well, and that tool is basically end call tool. If you don't have this tool, your AI will not end the call. So now guys, we have done the greeting, we have got the general inquiry, we have got the details of the business, we have booked the appointment, and we are successfully closing the call as well. Let me give you the live demo of this. So now you can see we are on the form and the form is empty right now. So let's drop the lead. And we are going to click on get call now. So submitted successfully, you'll receive the call within next 60 seconds. But I'm getting the call within next 5 seconds. And let's see how our AI call assistant is working right now.
Hello, Zane. Well, Dean, this is Freya from N8N Solutions. I noticed that you dropped lead on our website. How can I assist you with your software needs today?
Yeah, how are you, Freya?
How can I assist you with your inquiry today?
Freya, the thing is that I want to know more about your services.
At N8N Solutions, we specialize in AI call assistants, AI chatbots, AI custom agents, and automation for platforms like WhatsApp, Facebook, and Instagram. Which of these services are you most?
Okay, so I basically have a dental clinic. So I want you guys to deploy AI call assistant so I do not miss the leads and my appointments gets booked even after the office timing.
That's fantastic. We can definitely help you deploy an AI call assistant for your dental clinic. It will ensure 24/7 call handling, so no leads or appointment requests are missed, even after office hours. Could you tell me a bit more about your clinic, its location, team size, and any specific challenges you're facing?
Yeah, actually, we are located in New York and we have the team of around 10 people and we are getting a lot of calls, but those calls are getting missed.
Got it. So your dental clinic is in New York with a team of 10, and the main challenge is missed calls, especially after office hours. Do you have a specific budget in mind for implementing the AI call assistant?
Yeah, I have in mind around $10,000.
Thank you for sharing that. Let me summarize your requirements. You have a dental clinic in New York with a team of 10, and you're looking for an AI call assistant to handle calls 24/7, especially to avoid missed calls after office hours. Let's schedule a meeting to discuss your requirements in depth and tailor the perfect solution for your clinic. What date and time would work best for you?
This coming Monday at 6 p.m.
Do you have slots on Monday between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m.? Would any of these times work for you?
Yeah, make it 1 p.m. please.
Booking your appointment for Monday, August 11th, 2025 at 1 p.m. I look forward to discussing the AI call assistant solution for your dental clinic. Have a great day.
Thank you so much. Have a great day. So guys, so if you can see, it has booked my appointment on this coming Monday. So it has booked the appointment with all the details that dental clinic is located in the New York and I'm missing a lot of leads because of not picking up the call on time. So I want help in this and I want basically AI call assistant for this solution. And as we dropped the lead over here, you saw that all of these fields were populated and then we told it about the query that what we want. Then this column was populated and then when we told it about the business, it updated the details of our business in the business column. So this is amazing guys. Like you have this form and the users comes on the website, drops the lead, gets engaged quickly. All of its information is collected and you have to only contact the serious ones and you just have to close the deal.
I hope so you guys liked the video and would like to mention over here that we have got an AI automation and a software agency. If you want us to make an advanced AI chatbot, AI call assistant or even a custom AI agent, and if you want to discuss a business and want to have a one-on-one discovery call with me, you can do that by clicking the link that is given into the description. And also I would highly appreciate that if you like the content and you subscribe to my YouTube channel. See you guys till the next video.